Hi everyone, we are back and we are back with a this or that
segment,
this or that challenge or segment or episode or whatever
YouTube
you
short
wanna
or
call it.
whatever.
You give it the name.
Okay.
But before we start, let's light some incense.
Oh yeah, is that gonna be like the tradition?
I think it can.
Okay.
We love incense.
Yes.
Me and
We need to
Stokkies.
get.
We love me and Stokkies.
I want to get organic ones also, because
Oh,
then at
yeah,
least
yeah.
with that I want to be like. But when it's not the organic ones, I feel like you can't inhale all the toxins.
What is this? Is this not organic?
I don't know.
Hemp Corporation.
If the ingredient says that there's chemicals in it,
Yeah.
probably not.
And incense is a incense.
And I want to get a glass teapot. Wouldn't that be pretty? But that one that doesn't, like, it's not warm on the outside. But those are probably really expensive. But that would be cute. Or like a tea set. Would be cute.
I need to get me an incense holder.
Guys, we're also sitting in load shedding.
You know
Number
what?
500 and something of how Iscom affects our lives.
I'm tired of giving Iscom clout actually.
For free! For mahala. Okay.
If you're not paying us, we ain't saying anything about you.
But continue to take away our light.
Yo,
That's why we dressed in black.
that is
You
in
just
what do we call it, in remembrance
Memorial.
of the electricity that we used to have. We dressed up
dressed
in black today.
appropriately.
To as a tribute to light
And the survivors.
and the lack thereof. And
We
the
are all here
innocent.
to support each other in this journey. I know South Africa is going to shit. Just give it time. Just give it time.
Time
We
is-
never know who might end up in parliament. We'll see.
Time is of the essence.
Okay, so let's get into it. Just some cute little things.
Yeah, so this or that.
Would you rather date someone who fancied you more or who you fancied more? Fancied.
I want
the
someone to
term.
fancy the fuck out of me.
But more or you more?
No, them.
Them more.
They need to like me
Okay.
more. I believe that a man needs to love the woman more in order for the relationship to be balanced.
Okay.
Reason being is because the woman is already emotionally
So involved and
invested in the relationship. So I feel like it balances it out in that sense where the
Okay.
man is not as emotionally invested.
This is obviously not. That's not a. Everybody's different, but I mean,
Yeah.
generally speaking. Okay. I would say the same. Yeah, I would definitely
You?
say the same. I would rather have the person fancy me more because I can.
Mm.
When I love. By the way,
God.
she's single.
Anybody?
Not actively looking, but she is single.
And a lawyer.
Yes. Well, in training, but still part of the title. We praise all small and big titles here.
Period.
Okay, so next one is, would you rather be similar to a partner or completely different?
Ooh.
I've had the experience of both, and I would say it's pros and cons to both, but I think because I'm such a learner person, maybe different. I would rather want the person to be different. Doesn't need to be everything, but I think different profession for sure. Something preferably not similar to mine or in mine. Maybe their interests and hobbies are kind of different, so then you learn from each other's hobbies and interests. Maybe with values, I would want to have some similar. It doesn't have to be all of them, but some similar. Just, enough to learn.
Yeah.
But not so much so that it feels like when are you ever connecting in a relatable way?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I definitely,
because you need that.
Yeah, I
so.
definitely feel that there needs to be a lot of similarities in terms of, let's say, values. Like, it doesn't have to be the same. It can be similar. It can be compatible. It can work together. And I just also vision, like,
Okay. So you prefer someone?
I prefer someone that's more similar than
Okay.
different, but there needs to be some differences.
Okay.
Because I think then it's just like very
Become
mundane
boring.
and boring, and like I definitely would need someone who is an entrepreneur, because that's where I'm heading.
Okay.
Um,
A lot of entrepreneurs
Especially-
say that.
yeah, especially because like as entrepreneurs, there's so few of us, you know. Like I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, but I like to manifest that I am one already. So if I say that I am one, I am one.
Speak it.
Period. Point blank. But anyway, yeah, our community is already very small, so it's like we need to kind of stick together in order to grow. That's how you become wealthy. That's how you become or attain your goals, is when there's like a like-minded community, you know, kind of like supporting you, and you guys are using their resources. So it needs to be that kind of thing, and it's working out for me in a lot of
That's
ways
good.
right now.
I would say one of the cons to being someone being similar, almost identical to you, which is never the case, but very similar, is you looking at your own reflection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when somebody, and I've had that where it's like, I'm not attracted to you not because you're not attractive, it's because I see the faults, I see it in you that I have myself. And then sometimes it's like when somebody looks back at you and they say, hey, but you've got this, and you're there like, yeah, I know. And then sometimes it can scare you because people are a reflection of who you are, different parts of who you
100%.
are. So if you find somebody who's similar to you and you don't love yourself, or you battling with certain things that you don't yet want to be held accountable for, but then maybe the person's not holding you accountable, but just you seeing them, their actions
Yeah.
are the same as yours, that could be a trigger,
A
basically.
big one. It can be a trigger.
That's what
or
I'm
it
saying,
can
there's
be
pros and
something
cons to both.
Yeah, it can be like, it can be a trigger, or it can be like, oh, ooh, is this really who I am? Nah. Let me leave and go work on me.
Yeah, because
Let me go work
I
on
used
me.
to have heavy, I still do have anxiety, but I used to have heavy anxiety, and when I saw, really, like, you don't need a show, actually.
Who is that?
You don't
Which
need
one is this one?
a show. Get your own podcast. But what I was saying was, when I found somebody who happened to also be in the moment, at least when I saw him, he looked very scared and filled with anxiety and stuff. And so at the time I thought it was, oh, I don't want to be with somebody like that because it's just not attractive. I don't want that for me. And then later on I thought about it, and I was like, I was reacting that way because I saw his kind of reaction in me also, and he needed me to be stronger in that time. But I was just like, I was at the time,
Yeah.
like, but I mean, emotionally, how I felt, I was dealing with it internally. I was just like, no, I don't like that. But then I'm like, you are like that. You are like that though.
When you face who you are,
And you're just
whether
like,
it's in the mirror
you're like,
or in someone else, hey,
you're like,
reality check.
okay,
That's the big.
I
feel like
know.
that's the biggest reality check that you can ever get. Like someone
Sometimes
can tell you.
sometimes they don't even have to tell you.
Yeah.
You just look and you're like,
That's the thing. Like someone can tell you that this is who you are, this is how you're acting, but when you see it yourself,
then you're like, yeah.
and there's
okay.
a lot of like shame that comes with that as well.
That
A
could
lot of
easily go
shame.
into shame. Okay, this is a light one. Would you rather live in a city or in the countryside?
Yo, I've been asked this question, then I ask
Oh, is it?
people this question all the time.
Oh, okay. I don't think we've asked it to each other.
I love, you see, okay, is this now or later?
It doesn't say, so you can make it whatever.
So
I think you said when you're
now-
old you want
yes.
a countryside. I'm
now
the same.
I would have to be in between the hustle and bustle. I would have to live closer
Yeah.
to where
You
I'm
have
working,
to build,
closer to
yeah.
where my businesses are, like all of that. Later, I have this dream of living on a farm.
Okay, mine
like-
isn't a farm. Mine is almost looking like a castle, kind of Barbie vibes,
Oh,
like
cute.
vintage garden.
That's very
thing.
cute. Yeah,
I
so
like
like when I'm a bit
cottage
older,
kind
let's
of
say
luxury.
like going on 40, like I think I want to move a little bit outwards.
Okay, 40 is still the age I'm expecting to live, either in the city or near the city. But I think retirement wise, that's more what I was talking about, because I don't want to have any reason to have to.
I think our retirement ages are very different.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Maybe
mine's
that's
like
why.
sooner than
I
what
would hope mine would
I
be
think-
sooner. I think I'm just speaking based off of what I see with other people, but I would hope mine is sooner.
no, the norm is usually like 60. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's 60 years of working.
I mean, I think I'm still gonna keep working.
Well, not 60 years of working, but
I think I'm still gonna keep working like after that. So I don't mean retired as in like, you know,
but it's in your own pace
work,
and whatever.
Yeah, like
there's
it's
no
just
pressure.
the freedom.
No pressure.
The freedom. When I say retirement, I'm the freedom to do what the time to do what
It's
I
fun.
want to do.
Sometimes business, yes, they say like treat business as play, but sometimes it doesn't feel like play. It just feels like business.
It's just business.
And you're like,
It can
it's
be
just-
fun, but it's just
Sometimes
yeah. So I want to live on a farm. I have
Okay.
this vision. I don't want to build my own.
Do you want
house.
animals and shit?
Yes, I want to design my own house. I want to be sustainable. I don't think I would be able to go completely sustainable.
She said solar panels.
Yeah, we don't need no. You know who? We say we're not mentioning them.
Oh, sorry, I know free promo. I mean, they don't. It doesn't matter how much promo they try to get. There's no recovering.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't like them.
I think
so-
I want a greenhouse also. Like I want to grow my
Ooh,
own.
That's cool.
Like I want like a horse. I want a cow. I want goats. I want.
Sheesh.
I don't want pigs because those shits are dirty. I don't want no
No.
pigs. I want ducks.
You know what if that's racist to animals?
I don't want a pig. And a lot of land.
Acres.
On acres.
On acres. Yeah, that's also a nice retirement plan, eh? Acres on acres.
Period. And a Doberman.
And it's
No
cute.
9 to 5.
Yeah, I don't watch it for you.
Shout out to Simone. Wait, no?
B. Simone.
B. Shout out to B. Simone.
Yeah, I wonder how this
and
aesthetic
Megan the
looks.
Stallion.
Not Megan the Stallion.
Shout out.
The one who I think I look like mostly. And
Shout
she looks more
out
like
to
me.
what's her name? Braylon.
Yeah. Braylon, yes, Braylon.
Braylon and Miss Megan. You guys are the one that inspired us here today.
And if
We
you guys don't know
watch
who that
you.
is,
We watch your episodes.
Know For Sure Pod. If you don't know who, now you know.
Please guys,
Please.
go and follow Know For Sure podcast. They are so cool. Amazing.
Okay, would you rather go to a bar or a restaurant? I feel like restaurant.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more intimate. I like restaurant vibes because, I mean, a lot of restaurants have bars as well, or you can drink at a restaurant also. Restaurants have DJs these days also. So, like, I like that chilled. I want to be comfortable. I want to sit down, you know, and have fun, relax.
you.
I'm a calm babe. And you?
Restaurant more. I would definitely say.
Mm.
Can you remember one of the most embarrassing things that's happened to you?
Yeah. The most embarrassing, this one is deep.
Okay.
But the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was when I was cyberbullied on Twitter. That was.
Do you think this is creating too much smoke? Or do you think it adds?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
That was
Who would bully
a while ago. So what happened was I had a fight with this girl in a club, and they turned the whole story around because she got beat the fuck up. They turned the whole story around. Her friends were
Don't
wild that
condone.
night. Wait, it's all love. Like, I forgive all of y'all for doing this stuff to me, but her friends were very wild that night. Everyone was drunk.
You fucked her up though.
They
Thanks, but no thanks.
and I'll do it again.
Thanks, but
No, I'm kidding. I'm saved. I'm healed. I don't. No violence. We don't condone violence on this poddy.
unless it's self-defense.
Yeah. So the next morning they went on Twitter and like spread a whole bunch of lies about what happened, like at the fight, about me and my boyfriend at the time, and
What was it about?
a lot of people were like literally retweeting that. I think like 100 at that point 100 people like retweeted it. People were
And
in
that
my
was a lot
DMs.
then, or?
Yeah, like for me, like why are people? It's like
Yeah, 100 people, dog. It's a lot of people.
why are people gathering up to bully me on a situation that they don't know anything about?
But that's how flippin' social media works.
I was like,
It's weird.
it was very embarrassing for me. I deactivated my Twitter. It was embarrassing because like I knew that I did something wrong, but on top of that, like, even more lies were spread. Like, I was aware that, like, we fought, and I could have literally not, what's that word, I could have not retaliated, but I did. Unfortunately, I was very defensive. I was in a very defensive phase of my life where I just felt like every attack needed to be defended. So
Pick your battles.
yeah, wisely, because I mean that put me in a really depressive state as well. Obviously, like,
No, bullying.
people
will
were coming to
definitely
my
do that.
job like a month or
What?
two later, coming to my job like, oh, you that girl that beat this girl up, and
No.
it was hectic, bro.
How do you respond?
Like, I pretended like I didn't know what he was talking about. I pretended like he was
Mm.
crazy because my manager was there, and I was like, who the fuck is this,
Oh.
bruh?
Yeah, no, I probably would have done the same.
Yeah, I don't know him. My manager was
The
like, who was
manager's
that?
right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, would you rather have an arranged marriage or choose who you marry but know that it will end in divorce?
Is the arranged marriage gonna last forever?
I'm assuming.
Are we gonna end up loving each other? And yeah, then arranged.
Or maybe that one is a gamble because you.
If you
'cause
think
doesn't
about it,
say.
the Indians,
No, it works out for a lot of.
they
a lot
love
of
each other
them.
to death.
And it's not the way it used to be before. Now they get it to have a lot more say in it.
Yeah.
And it's more like you go on the dates.
It's almost
and-
like your friend setting you up on a date.
basically. But
Like-
I would rather it be my friends than my parents.
It's just weird that it's parents, man, because like we know how parents can be. What's next?
I didn't even get to answer.
Oh, sorry.
I think I would. It sounds weird, but I think I would do the. I would rather marry, but know that it will end in divorce because
My
I
neighbors are loud.
isn't. I wonder if you will be able to hear them.
This mic
Anything.
picks up everything.
Oh, is it? Okay, they're done.
Okay.
I would rather do the I'll marry them but know that it will end in divorce just because I feel like many people get divorced. I just the concept of arranged marriage is just a bit worrying. If it's like the new way of doing it where you get to still choose the person, it's just that they pick one out for you and then you end up liking the person, then cool. And the relationship works out, but I just feel like arranged marriages happen very quickly, man. And so how long do you have time to really evaluate
Yeah.
whether or not
Yeah.
it's gonna work out? Because some people need to take their time before getting married.
That's valid.
So I don't know. Would you rather commit a minor crime on a first date or get a matching tattoo? On a first date, so that matching tattoos with the first date person, isn't it?
I mean, it's just a matching tattoo. It's not like his name or her name.
But it's okay. Well, okay. What would you do?
The tattoo.
The tattoo.
Because I can go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
Girl, you've never committed a minor crime on a first date. And that's the last question, guys.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you, guys. Bye. For life.
We're supposed to do
Oh,
it for life.
sorry. Is that the thing?
I think this is the thing. We did it early on.
For life.
Stupid. What a
Guys, I'm
productive
getting hot in this outfit.
And that's
On.
a wrap.
Oh, is it still on?
Period. Pooh. I love you. Give me a hug. I know the mic is in the
Yeah,
way.
it's probably gonna.
We love each other. Should make it a thumbnail.
No. I